So we start to work today. I have a late start, and it's already 2:39. This morning I got up around 7:30, and I did my daily work in terms of meditating over the important matters for the whole Elepha Institute and the Sacred Virtual Institute. My work habit is like this. I usually get up and I recite Falun Dafa teachings to make sure my system is clear, my mind is clear. When I recite Falun Dafa teachings, usually the important work ongoing in the whole Elepha Institute from the previous day, I get to totally almost like a review, and then clean up and then organize, and then start to format what do we need to do next. So that's my daily discipline. I feel that since I'm a Falun Dafa practitioner and everything in the human world is following, the arrangement, and the arrangement is by our Creator. So I'm the messenger of the Creator. And in order to be a good messenger, I always first make sure, my mind is pure and clean and fully awakened, so that I will be able to understand what is the arrangement for the day. That's my way of understanding things. So I just want to share with you what I today, as a Falun Dafa practitioner, understand the situation ongoing in Flushing, our community. This is my foundation, starting point of doing everything. Is my presence in this community can only bring benefits to this community. Cannot bring community, things that is not beneficial. So if that is the starting point, then the current situation at 2904 147th Street, which has been basically a daily workstation for myself ever since 2015. Spring 2015, I started to relocate into 2904 147th Street with one mission. Okay. The mission is to do community outreach to Flushing School District 25 in order to prepare for the opening of the Chinese charter school. The Chinese charter school application was submitted in July 2012.
July 2012. What's the year?
2012 is the year.
22?
2012. 2012.
Yeah.
That was the year. July is a month.
Yeah.
So the charter school application was submitted in July 2012. It is 11 years ago. Okay. So the application was submitted and was immediately enlisted as one of the, I think that year they had 78 applicants. They chose about 20-something applicants. 27, I think. We are among the chosen ones to be approved, to be going through public review and receive the charter for opening the school. So that year, I spent all the time in Staten Island, Gary's house. I told you about Gary, right? He was American citizen, Cornell graduate, a former teacher with master's degree in education, and he was into communism and was kicked out by the school and became homeless. And then he started to work for the CCP media called China Daily. And he was making trouble for the Shen Yun show. And I invited him to go see the Shen Yun show. And then he invited me to go help him to clean up his house. So I basically stationed in his house It was a huge mess. I organized the house from May 13th all the way to the end of July. So June and July and half months of May. So 2.5 months I spent in Staten Island in 2012 to clean up Gary's home. And during that cleaning process, I meditated over how to help the children of America to learn Chinese language and culture. Basically, my understanding is that children were losing guidance, proper moral guidance, and the Chinese culture is going to help the children to be able to understand how to be a good human. And how to be a good human being is foundation of all education programs for the future. So I designed the whole Elephant Chinese Charter School program. Basically, the first design was for elementary school, K to 5. I designed a program for K to 5 Chinese charter school called the Whole Elephant Chinese Charter School. And that design proposed to teach children Chinese language, Chinese culture. And also remember in the daily schedule included watching Korean drama, 善的女王, right? So I also integrated Korean traditional in terms of Lee Dynasty drama, and also good overall Korean drama as a wonderful renaissance of traditional culture. I'll still put in the banner of traditional Chinese culture because Lee Dynasty, the kings in Korea all follow Confucius teachings. So Confucius teachings is really very, very important for human moral, maintenance throughout all the past histories. So in China, the traditional Chinese culture contains 3 schools: Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. Those are the 3 fundamental spiritual schools that lays the foundation for the divine culture in China. So all the things you are trying to teach in the moral education realm, and we team up to do the Sacred Virtual Institute. Basically, this is also the foundation for reaching to American people. American people, for many years, they also interested in learning traditional Chinese culture. And they have chosen one school, not Buddhism, not Taoism, but Confucius teachings. So the Whole Elephant Chinese Charter School, the mission actually is to introduce children to aspect as unique feature of this school. One is to teach 5,000 years of traditional Chinese culture. More importantly, about health, holistic health. Second is to also introduce to the children the frontier modern life science discoveries that Dr. Wang, discovered. And so, because this Whole Elephant name is from Dr. Wang as the founder of the Whole Elephant Institute. So at the time I named the school the Whole Elephant Chinese Charter School. So the school, basically application was reviewed, selected, and posted on the website. And then very obviously, the newspapers were very excited. So the Western media interviewed me and published the picture of myself and the lotus blossom. I was holding lotus blossom. And so everything was publicized, and this entire community, people loves it. Really huge impact. Everybody, when I walk down the street, people will say to me, did you hear on the news that we're gonna have a Chinese charter school opening? This is really great. I even want to go attend the school as parents because we all want to learn Chinese language. So I, at the time, got the feedback that this community, they absolutely love a Chinese charter school. And so the Jewish temple right in this neighborhood, Parsons and the 24, that's the Jewish, Garden Jewish Center. The owner approached, me and said, this place is for your future Chinese charter school. And so the entire facilities floor plan, land, the building plan is still in the office here in 2904 147th Street. So my relocating to this neighborhood in 2015 has one mission, is to establish the whole Elephant Chinese Charter School and to open the charter school here. Okay. So the rent actually is from Dr. Jian Xingbao. When I doing this, you should take notes. Take your phone and take notes.
Yeah, where is
The phone is in the room. I go get it.